Hey everybody, I just thought I would take a few minutes here. I had some time this afternoon to introduce you a little bit to Husbandry Pro, give you an idea of what our next steps are, and kind of where we're going and what to look forward to. I know it's been a long time coming. Husbandry Pro Next is built on a completely new platform. Your data is from Husbandry Pro Classic. We're going to call it Classic now. Data from Husbandry Pro Classic will be available right away in Husbandry Pro Next. When you make the move from Husbandry Pro Classic to Next, you will need to understand that some of the things that you add to Husbandry Pro Next won't necessarily be available or work the same way in Classic, because Classic doesn't have, it has a third the features that Next has. So we're hoping that once people make the move, that they're going to stay on Next, and we will sunset Classic at some point. It's a slower system. It's an older system. We're not actively developing the system further, but it's going to be there to use as long as people are happy using it, and that's kind of where we are with that. Husbandry Pro Next will be coming out. We're going to have more people come in the next 2 weeks, and I would like to hope within 4 weeks we'll be looking at getting more, like a good chunk of people on, and flushing out as many bugs as we can, and then opening it up as the only choice going forward. So in another month, I would say, you will not be able to sign up for Husbandry Pro Classic anymore. You'll only be able to sign up for Husbandry Pro Next. It is iOS, Android, and web-based. We focused on building it for the app first, but we've gone and now we're looking at all the styling and everything else for the desktop platform, which is what I run in and we develop in actually. But there's some tweaking and things like that we have to do. So you take a look here. We're just finishing up the styling on the light mode. So this is the light mode. We also have, let me just remove this. There we go. The bar at the bottom. We also have the dark mode. Right there. I personally develop in dark mode. My senior dev develops in light mode, so that we can actually, bounce things off each other that way. And the team generally works in whatever they've been asked to work in. So, Husbandry Pro Next is built on what we call workspaces, and each workspace kind of has its own functionality. You would go into the system. Many people would live in the enclosures workspace, racks, right? I know a lot of people run everything through their rack systems. Other people will live in the animals. Other people are, in commerce, so it's going to be that kind of thing for them. But everybody can use the system kind of the way they want, because we have panels that open up and are shared between all these things anyway. But let's take a look quickly at the animals panel. If you note how quick that loaded up all the animals, this is live. This is 151 animals in a live environment. It's the data that is right currently on Husbandry Pro Classic. For my account here, I believe there's a test account I'm using. So this data is, this is not something that is running on my machine at a faster speed or anything else. This is the speed that pages come up. We've really concentrated on all types of animals. So species are anywhere from the reptiles and amphibians that we have now to zoo animals. I think we have about 3,000 different species in the system now. Not all have genetic tables and things like that, and that's not a focus of every animal, but we are really focused on care. We're really focused going forward on health and commerce. So that was a big focus I put into this version of the system, because we already tracked everything you needed to do. Now, what do you do with that tracking, right, is kind of where we're at today. So people that have used it for a while are going to benefit hugely from some of these updates, because they'll be able to go in and just see all this historical data that is going to be right at their fingertips as they, right when they come in. Everybody else, we're hoping that the idea is, you'll come into the system, you'll go to, your commerce if you're a breeder of any sort, and you'll start setting up those things first. Things like husbandry costs. So what we've done with husbandry costs is we've allowed users to set up facility costs. We've allowed them to put up per species additional costs per month, and with a full ledger and everything else. So you can say, we've got settings like, how much your monthly rent, utilities, bedding, all that kind of stuff. You can click those off really fast. Monthly additional cost for ball pythons, feed cost method. It's either per activity or a flat rate. So you can use it. We understand people don't all record activities or feedings, right? But you could set a monthly feeding cost every month. And then you'll be able to come back and you'll be able to look at your costs and say, these animals are costing this much and this is my revenue and everything else. And if you run everything through Husbandry Pro, you're going to have a great picture at the end of the year to hand off to your accountant, and away you go. So we're hoping that people find value in that. We've got the full event check-in, check-out, sharing, invoicing. We've got the store. We've got something called peer offers, where you can offer animals for sale at a discounted price to other members of Husbandry Pro if you are a breeder or you are a commercial user. Other users can purchase or see them, but they cannot create any sales. So we're hoping to really get quality animals in the peer offers at discounted rates that aren't available anywhere else. So if that's something that appeals to you, that will be available too. We have a full genealogy system now, which I've really been focused on the last month or so, looking at offspring for the animal. So that's a fairly good example there. Mario is that guy's name. So this one isn't completely filled out. Let me also pop this in light mode. Yeah, there we go. So you can look at all these different, animals here on the chart and see what is happening with those specific animals and how they work into your genetic lines already and your trees. You've got descendants. The photos aren't here for some of these because I haven't added the photos. Legacy profiles. You've got your pedigree. So and again, this is all determined on how much data you have in the system. So we've also allowed it to expand the genealogy system so that you can have other owned animals or other people's animals added, but you just put the notes in and away you go. So you can really build extensive trees for that. We're also really concerned about reporting. We know we've lacked previously on reporting. You can come to the reports here, and unfortunately this is live, and I just made some tweaks today, and I should have pushed the live version. When you click on these reports, it gives you a quick snapshot of what would be in the report, and then you can generate the report on your screen, print it, PDF, email it, whatever you want to do with it. We have health incidents, we have feeding, we have genetics, sales, and full analytics, collection overviews, and things like that. We've really made the health system also a focus of this platform, where you've got your today things that you have to do, your overview, and specific animal details. You can start different plans for different animals or multiple animals. So I'm going to start it for those 2 animals. Respiratory infection, active monitoring, when the end date is expected. And then you can add things like you're going to give an oral medication. You can do it on which days you want. You can really build out plans that remind you not only in this panel here, but also give you a push notification if you have them on, give you updates on your homepage when you come here, what's due and what's not due, and that kind of thing. We've also been really conscious of analytic data at your fingertips, so you can come in and just start really looking and drilling down about really you need everything about your collection. That's what our system is. It's data, it's information for you so that you know what's going on at all times. And again, we've built out the show systems. If you're doing expos and things like that, we've made things really easy there. And we've added a lot of really great features. We have an isopod system. It will be out shortly after, along with the rattery. So we also have a rattery that I don't believe the link. So there's the link now. Right. We found out after a little while that they're actually they got to the point where the rattery specifically got to the point where it had almost as many features as Husbandry Pro Classic had. So it's becoming its own real beast that we really just need to we made a decision 2 months ago to focus on getting it pushed out the door, not getting every feature, and we'll add a couple workspaces after the fact. And in fact, we're built now to add workspaces, any type of workspace that would work into an animal collection that we feel would be beneficial. We do have a retail one coming that stores will be able to use in connection with their Husbandry Pro. It'll all be in the same platform with POS and everything else. So we've really got some great things coming. I just want to take a couple minutes and introduce you to what it looks like today, and kind of where we're going in the near future. So I'd like to say a month. I would like to see it will be in a lot of people's hands in a month, and then rolling out to everybody shortly thereafter. Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed that little sneak peek.